Good morning, folks. This is Wayne from Custom Diecast Hot Wheels and Models, and I'm just coming from you again from my basement. And it is early, 3:55 in the morning, because I don't sleep. So as we come along here, I have a cold. I'm sorry if I sniffle a few times during this, but I just want to show you a couple things that I thought would be cool as I was working on this car here in the early stages of the morning. So this is just going to be kind of like a wheel swap and some little painting done, because I love this metallic, I don't even know what they call it, on some of the Hot Wheels cars, which is really, really beautiful. And totally lost my train of thought. Sorry about that. And this is a Mercedes. All right, so I'm changing over the wheels, and I like to put things on good old-fashioned Legos. I love Legos. I still use Legos and play with them with the grandkids and whoever I can find that wants to come over and build something with Legos. So I put a stand, little tape on there. This is so when you put the car down and it's not fully, the wheels aren't fully in there yet, that, the wheels don't sync up, so you don't get a really good effect to what you're doing. Now this, I haven't totally cleared the pins, so I don't want to get too stuck on there. So, but that's sort of what we're getting a look we're going for, which is kind of cool. Gold matches gold, and I think it's going to look really cool. So, I don't know if I mentioned if I have a cold. I got a cold. I did mention that. Sorry about being redundant. All right. Now, the crazy part is to always try to get these wheels. The little plastic clips always break, and try to get the wheels to stay where they are. And I put the super glue on there, and then the super glue decides to follow the track of the metal all the way to your nice rolling wheels, and then they don't want to roll so much anymore. So, excuse me. So I got this hack, that super glue hack. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It's really kind of cool. And the super glue will dry immediately, if not faster. So we use baking soda. Right over there, some baking soda and some super glue. It's got some Loctite here. Any kind of super glue works. It doesn't have to be any kind of expensive super glue or not. So what you do is you take, I use a straw, which is sometimes a little easier to grab it, and I'll take a little bit of baking soda, not a whole lot at all, and I'll put it in the straw. Cut out the straw a little bit. Now I'll just take a little bit of that, and I'll kind of tap it out onto just the middle. Don't get it near the wheels or anything, but if you tap it out just in the middle like that, all right, just all you need. Then you take your super glue. Now this, I notice, comes out really fast, so you got to be careful. I'm just going to pat this down a little bit. Okay, so then what we do, now these were the wheel spin, so the axles don't spin, the wheels spin. So that makes it where you could do this hack. If not, I use what I have said before that I print out with my 3D printer, these little axle holders that I print out, that I would replace in there and glue them down the same way, and then slide the axle through and then put the wheels on each end. So that's one other thing I do to have my 3D printer. Now make sure your wheels are lined up, because you cannot fix this once you drop some glue on there, because it will bond that quickly and pretty much forever. Now make sure the wheels are all the way to the end of their axles. Go to the side, make sure they look pretty straight. Okay, now I'm gonna super glue this. It comes out pretty fast, so I'm gonna try to get to a point here to where I can just do this and then be done with it. All right, just take a drop, let it hit, and let it soak in. I don't know if you can see that well. I hope you can, but see how it soaks in there like that? That's all you need to start with. I mean, you can go over and do what you want in a little bit, or put a little bit more baking soda over the top, and and then just do another drop of super glue. But be careful as you do it. Like I said, how instantly it is, that's instant. See, these wheels, they won't come up at all. I may slip a couple of those little spacers on there later. So I got some real little ones on here. I just put a real small little slit in there and pop them on because I like everything to be moving freely. I don't like to lock anything down. So there's that one. That's all it takes. You can put a little bit more on there if you want or not. But I'm going to do the same thing to the back. Get a little baking soda here. I'm going to pile it up on there a little bit, make a little mound. A little bit more of your, sorry for the sniffles too. I'm trying not to sniffle. So here is the super glue again. Let's see if I can get this one a little bit better. Okay, just take a drop. It's already starting to flow out. Boy. There you go. Just let it kind of soak in like that. And that's bonded. That fast, that quick. And these wheels are not moving around. Look at them again. I got the stand off the ground and everything. They're not moving. So we can take the tape off. Like I said, we can secure more down later if you feel the need to. A lot of these custom cars, they're really not, made for flying down the track or giving to your kids or your grandkids to play in the sandbox with. They're more or less just for doing. There you go. See, we got a nice rolling lowrider. That this is going to go on like so. Of course, it's going to even be a little bit lower, and we got this working pretty good. All right, and this I'm going to paint the headlights and taillights, and when I get all that set up, I will probably be back to you. In the background here, I have a couple more of the stuff I've been working on. This one I'm not going to move around too much, but you remember the VW gasser funny car. I'm thinking I'm actually going to make it a funny car to where this will open and close over the funny car. And this is one of the ones I've done previous. An old Ford pickup truck where the bed in there I've actually done of wood that was done on the 3D printer also. And one of my favorite all-time, I love tools, is the Tool-Again. I love the Tool-Again because I don't know if you know, on the bottom of the Tool-Again, they have the spot for, and I actually use it. I am going to glue a little magnet on the bottom, but it's made for screwdriver bits. So there's that. And in the background is the one we've done like 90 times already. I'm going to get it. Is the Space Cop, which has been primered and painted and ready to go. So it's a short little video, maybe clumped up with some other ones, I'm not sure. But there we go, keeping those wheels down. And making a nice, smooth wheeling car. All right, we will talk to you folks later. Have a great morning. See ya.